So you very clearly demonstrated how the October Revolution ignited this flame for freedom in the oppressed nations and showed how nations could free themselves from the yoke of imperialism. And that's what's taking us to our next distinguished guest, who is our Minister Zao Fei from the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. Please welcome him. China that has demonstrated its commitment to socialist values and that has demonstrated rapid transformation. Thank you, comrades.
Thank you. Dear comrades, friends, good evening. It is my great pleasure to attend the Great October Revolution anniversary celebration of the Communist Party of Great Britain, Marxist-Leninism, and to meet friends, both old and new, here today. This year marks the 107th anniversary of the victory of the October Socialist Revolution. The October Revolution was the first successful proletarian revolution in human history and marked a monumental leap by transforming scientific socialism from an ideal into reality and from theory into practice. It opened up a new epoch in human history and inspired the world proletarian revolution to enter a magnificent new era. For China, then mired in deep crisis, the significance of the October Revolution was also epoch-making. With the salvos of Russia's October Revolution in 1917, Marxism-Leninism was brought to China, which gave rise to the Communist Party of China. Since then, the CPC has been adapting the basic tenets of Marxism to China's realities and its fine traditional culture, and following the socialist path. Thanks to arduous efforts, CPC has united the Chinese people as one in an endeavor to undertake great causes and make historic achievements. The Chinese nation has since achieved a historic leap from standing up to going rich to becoming strong. Comrades and friends, today, China is a nation of prosperity and strength. In 2023, China's GDP surpassed 126 trillion yuan, a 223-fold increase since the founding of the People's Republic. Solidifying its place as the world's second largest economy. In mere decades, we have completed an industrialization process that took developed countries centuries. Build a comprehensive, modern industrial system and become the world's largest manufacturer. With just over 7% of the world's arable land, we feed 20% of the global population, ensuring food security for the 1.4 billion Chinese people. Significant progress has also been made in Chinese modernization. We have established a modern national defense system tailored to China's unique needs, further bolstering our confidence in the country's development. Today, the Chinese people enjoy health and happiness. In 1949, the average life expectancy of the Chinese people was only 35 years, while in 2023, it rose to 78.6 years. Meanwhile, the national per capita disposable income reached nearly 40,000 yuan, an increase of 76 times in real terms since 1949. Since the launch of reform and opening up, we have lifted 770 million rural people out of poverty, winning the largest and most effective fight against poverty in human history, and creating the world's largest middle-income group with over 400 million people. We have built the world's most extensive healthcare, education, and social security systems, significantly enhancing the sense of security, fulfillment, and happiness among the Chinese people. Today, China's development is increasingly green. We are steadily advancing a green, low-carbon transition and have built the world's largest clean energy production and supply system. China's installed capacity for the renewable energy is twice that of all other countries and regions combined. We have become the world's largest contributor to forest resource growth and artificial afforestation, accounting for 1/4 of the global increase in afforestation area. Our exports of the trail, namely electric vehicles, lithium-ion batteries, and photovoltaic products, have surpassed 1 trillion yuan, reaching over 200 countries and regions, and contributing new momentum to the global green development. This year, despite intensified external pressure and increasing internal challenges, China's development has continued to make stable progress. In the first 3 quarters of this year, China's GDP grew by 4.8% year-on-year, ranking among the top of the major economies. Our high-tech manufacturing grew by 9.1%, with rapid development in emerging industries and growing innovation-driven productivity. The added value of wholesale and retail sectors increased by 5.4% year-on-year, showcasing robust consumption growth potential. According to the latest forecast by the International Monetary Fund, China will remain the largest contributor to the global growth over the next 5 years. Comrades and friends, since the very day of its founding, the CPC has made seeking happiness for the Chinese people and rejuvenation for the Chinese nation its mission, and the CPC Central Committee, with General Secretary Xi Jinping as its core, is leading us towards this goal. Last July, the third plenary session of the 20th CPC Central Committee was convened, during which China's overall development objectives were set out. By 2035, we have finished building a high-standard socialist market economy in all respects, further improve the system of socialism with Chinese characteristics, generally modernize the system and capacity for governance, and basically realized socialist modernization. All of this will lay a solid foundation for building China into a great modern socialist country in all respects by the middle of this century. Over 300 important reform measures were introduced to achieve this target. As these reforms take effect, China's social vitality and development momentum will be further unleashed, strengthening the institutional foundation for China's modernization. Comrades and friends, the CPC is also dedicated to human progress and world harmony. We strive to secure our development by safeguarding global peace, and in turn, use our development to better support world peace and progress. China has always been a builder of world peace. Following an independent foreign policy of peace, China has been building friendship and cooperation with all countries on the basis of mutual respect, non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality, and mutual benefit. Over the past 75 years, China has never initiated any war or conflict, and has never occupied an inch of other countries' territory. We have always worked for peace and dialogue and the political settlement of international disputes. China has sent more troops to UN peacekeeping missions than any other permanent members of the Security Council. We are now the second biggest funding contributor to both the UN and its peacekeeping operations. China has always been a contributor to global development. General Secretary Xi Jinping advocated the building of a community with a shared future for mankind, and the implementation of the Belt and Road Initiative and the Global Development Initiative, offering the Chinese solution to global development issues. By the end of 2023, China has provided development assistance to more than 160 countries, partners with more than 150 countries under the BRI, with direct investment exceeding $300 billion in participating countries. In the meantime, China has been advancing GDI cooperation with over 100 nations and the UN. China has always been a defender of fairness and justice. China has always advocated that international rules must be made and upheld jointly by all countries based on the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, rather than dictated by those with the strongest muscle or the loudest voice. China will continue to practice true multilateralism and work to make the international order and system more just and reasonable. Comrades and friends, the history of the international communist movement since the October Revolution has proved that when adapted to realities of various countries, Marxism-Leninism will be invincible. On the new journey, the CPC will continue to unswervingly adapt Marxism to the Chinese context and join like-minded friends worldwide in working tirelessly towards the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation and towards the world peace and development. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Zao Fei. We never tire to hear your amazing achievements, economic achievements, which of course safeguard your sovereignty. And we are very, very much, of course, in solidarity with China. And these are the achievements of planned economy and of the communists in power for us. And you're talking about prosperity and cooperation and assisting nations rather than exploiting them. Of course, these are the legacies also of the October Revolution, which is celebrated today. So thank you for bringing those to today's world. And I think it is now time to introduce our speaker, Jyoti Barara, the Vice Chair of Communist Party of Great Britain, Marxist-Leninism.